I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
The wrong mic. So yeah, here I am. Thank you for letting me know.
Inside my head?
Am I better now? I can see it through the monitor, but I don't know what you guys are hearing.
Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
Iris.
Thank you.
The message Ota sent you on Nile.
But anyway, I was gonna start the video with Mrs. and Gentle names, but we missed that. That's okay. I think that was supposed to be too cringe, so Streamlabs decided, yeah, no, censoring you. Now, if you remember, this is what happened. We decided to sync with...
I won't tell anyone about that thing.
Iris about
What
this.
is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Iba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
With the same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right?
This is so annoying.
Don't release her right now. You are violating the law.
It is so annoying.
Damn.
Because
do we have a deal?
I'm just thinking about how a lot of this could have been solved if we just got a warrant much earlier than we did.
You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit.
Dream? What are you talking about?
The subject of the sync does not experience somnium as you do. Iris would not know about it.
Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Oh, Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
So yeah, apparently when we're calling people using Aiba, nobody else hears us. So it just sounds like we're speaking to them telepathically. Which is also odd when we speak to ourselves while actually we're talking to Aiba.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not. But you better keep your promise.
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that? Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
RIP.
Head's pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Bastard.
We got
Why
the
did he
walk.
do that?
I don't know, but afterward, he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching.
Hi, Nemo.
I recorded video of the incident. Take a
We
look.
got hit on the back of our head.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car!
Excuse me. We got hit on the back of our head by Ota.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
If you hear the sound of plastic, that's me eating.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head. Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Aiba.
Iris.
It's a corn snack. The corn-based snack. It's chocolate flavored.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
The engine raised a high-pitched scream. Sorry, I wasn't reading this out loud because I was still chewing on my food. But I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Ooh, there's a little polar bear.
We've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Monday, 3:17 a.m. And would you know it? Oh, right.
You okay?
Date,
Where did they go?
through the back door.
And they're in a fursuit.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Iris is
worry.
still
Iris is alive.
alive. Yeah, that's good. That's good
Backup
to
is
see.
en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
I don't know what it is about this game that makes me want to just keep snacking in between the dialogues, but I guess that's a good sign.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Alright. So,
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Iba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
hi boss, Nemo says while twirling his hair in his finger.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed.
I hope you guys are also snacking on something, because I don't know if I can go on without snacking on anything going through this.
Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
Alright, Okiura Fishery. Why does
You should
that
ask
name
Iba
sound
about that.
familiar?
Yes, I've already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
What do you mean by still in the family, though?
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
Yep. Mizuki's gonna be mad.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Interesting to
Right.
see him with boobs.
But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
Should go investigate.
Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger.
Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, we're not going to see Boss shine as much in these early routes. We're only gonna see her really shine much later. I'll go see Mizuki first.
Hey, Mizuki. Could you take a break? I want to ask you something.
She's deadlifting. I can assure you, Nemo, it will be worth it.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. No, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
I love that right now I'm playing, and Iggy is also playing AI the Somnium Files.
Okiura Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago.
3
Someone else
seconds.
is running that company now.
She's
They
very,
aren't
very
family.
capable.
I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm.
Listen to
She
this.
had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yup. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I'd believe her grandpa was an incredible man. So I'm receiving bets right now. Was that story true or not? Because you can see that Mizuki here was deadlifting 29 kg. What do you even call the thing?
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Ota's out of intensive care. Iris is still... But I know she'll be okay. Iris's surgery will definitely be a success.
You stay positive, even if there's no reason to be. It's one of your good qualities, Date.
What?
I believe it. Iris is going to be just fine.
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
I forgot this was a thing. I forgot. I definitely forgot. That was a debate somewhere. God, help me.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again? I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them, they said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad and I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Just right now.
Why the shrine?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
Oops. Alright. Mental preparation is important.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club. Before I go in, if I tell
Not
myself
Mizuki's
that they're all
face
out of my
changing.
league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
Your everyday life is of dire importance.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Yes, Misa. You just Date? What the heck? You really have the mental fight before going to a strip club? Of all things?
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date.
Master. The key to victory is to kill the heart.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
It
Believe
sounds
in
like
me.
a scam.
If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
Right, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
Totally not
If you say
foreshadowing.
so. I'll give it a shot.
Watch. Watch.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Then, punch forward. Huh?
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
So yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Mizuki is superhuman, superhumanly powerful. And if you look here, you find her iron pipe. That's a weapon.
In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iva.
Where to?
2 cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
1 van and 1 station wagon. Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone, the one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
What's his name again? Yeah, he's definitely here somewhere. It's probably inside the warehouse.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
Famisto, also known as
The car was
Famimon.
stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
Oh, they have so
I
much
cannot
fun.
find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
They really have fun with the parody names.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse. Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Alright.
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires.
Oh yeah, Nile. It's a parody of Line.
That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Alright, so.
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from?
I would say that he wasn't wrong though. That day when he says that his name has something to do with glass is because Kagami means mirror.
I have a pretty unique name. Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name? You still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka, right?
Not even close.
Not even close.
No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame. No, nothing so far.
Kagamidate, right? Kagadate. Ship names.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kaniza?
Oh, I
Yeah,
am so
sure, man,
pissed.
that's my name.
I'm so pissed at that Western ass pronunciation. Isn't it Kaniza? It's supposed to be Kaniza. His name is Kaniza. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd. How would you know that? Okay, maybe he's born on the 14th of July. I don't know. Let's go check his profile. Where don't file persons. Inspector. July 20th. How did Date get that right? Anyway, his name is Araya Kagami. Dislikes people who don't remember his name. Skills pretending to be dead. Oh boy. That's my friend Kaniza. Alright, okay.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late. A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
There's something there.
You should go pick it up.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
He kept buying it just for Mizuki.
Ah, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
It must be Oda's blood. That's where he was stabbed and went down. Okay, a video camera and a laptop used for the stream. We probably can't find a culprit with these though. Nice cutting machine. It's been here a while so it wasn't moved. Forklift? I don't see anything special about it.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Just know that Aiba was not wrong because if you can see here, this forklift does not have the ice on the ground. This one does though. The forklift is stopped. It looks like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened. but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it. I told you yesterday, my relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Aiba, you were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
I don't. Who is that?
I showed him the picture of Iris I had.
This girl, do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
So it's fitting the koi in the pond.
No. It's this girl.
I showed him the picture of Iris I had.
Cute. What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right? Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
And he's got a gun.
This guy has a handgun.
Is that a gun or are you just happy to see me?
It is, of course, real and loaded.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
This is why you hate politicians, and understandably so. Let's go see Ota's mom.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you? Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother. Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be. You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes, a very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. Ah, that's my Oda. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Okay, but why would she be lying though? Why would she be lying hardcore? Is there anything specific that she needs to be lying about when she doesn't? And all she has to do is just pack for Ota, one. And then secondly, the description of the dream that she was having was really, really vivid, like as if she really went through it, or rather she believed that she went through it.
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too. When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it.
Yeah, I was wondering too, what did Iris do when she came up to her? 'Cause she suddenly just like went, oh
yes.
Ota.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, it's very nice, Mayumi.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Her brain is really, really cold.
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue,
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. It's really sad, right? Really.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
She thinks she's still running a diner, but it's not running anymore. She thinks her husband is still
Date,
around, but he's
let's
not.
go.
around anymore.
It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Mayumi is in the kitchen. It looks like she's cutting vegetables or something. And meanwhile, her son is just running off with the girl that he sims for. It's really annoying.
Are you okay?
Tate.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
So, Tsujima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so. I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes. Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man.
Sure.
He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Alright.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
And to Abyss headquarters we go.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far. Likely because you haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this busy.
If my body were made of flesh, I would offer my lap as a pillow.
Note that Aiba would offer her lap as a pillow. Very important.
What? You can't say something like that out of the blue. Now it's awkward.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct.
Come on, Date. It's just a lap pillow between partners.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
Still weird.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on. There is an important piece of news.
There is.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Whose?
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu.
812. After Famisto, which is after Famima, we have 812, which is after 7-Eleven.
This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
You know what sucks? We were just at the central hospital just now to see, he told me.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Alright, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Oda seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris, or maybe it's because...
Yeah, sure.
Or maybe it's because the one asking him questions is an attractive woman.
If I did, I would have told you already. I'll leave this to you, Date. I'm kind of interested in Ota.
In me?
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy to do. I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Hero?
Little? I'm 24.
To me, you're still little.
Hold up, let me check something. How tall is Boss? Doesn't say. It's just she's 42. Alright.
Hey, Date? I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight. Will you sleep with me?
No!
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Old woman?
Old woman?
Okay, wait, give me a sec. Hi guys, I have returned. I am so sorry for the break. We got a call from my parents. They've been trying to call my brothers, but my brothers were in the kitchen, so I was the only person that they could reach. I had to eat dinner before the stream, so come on. Alrighty. You ready to get back in town? Because I want to try and get like one route done. I think maybe we should do Ota's route first instead of Mizuki's. I know usually I would do Mizuki's first. Like personally I would do Mizuki's first, and that's what I did previously. But let's give it a twist this time, because if I go to Oda's route, then I will get like the least meaty content out of the way first. Like, in terms of importance, I feel like Oda's route is the least important out of all 5.
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Sure.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, you hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Garlic and ramen is like essential.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity. That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay. You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
So he stole the car.
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought, after I hit you...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why is that so important?
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest. Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything
Very
at all you
helpful.
can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on. After all this, what is he trying to hide?
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
Okay, what happened?
This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh. Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you. After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
So that thing is just Iris driving, really.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here? Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely. Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
And guess what? Guess what he has? A knife.
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
Yes, you can.
But you can still get information inside his head.
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
Won't be a problem. But are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
Can you please take me with you? As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
As long as you have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything
Cold
else.
storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see.
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's...
It's a polar bear.
Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on, Tessa. I will save you. Yeah! I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Ota is so cringe. So terribly cringe. Mental lock 1. 2. 3. 4. Relive Ota's memories. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and a polar bear. Save Iris, save the world. Okay, so this Somnium has 2 routes for it. Ota's and Mizuki's. And right now, I'm thinking we might as well just do Ota's first, just to get like the least important one out of the way. Hope you guys are okay with that.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this. Ah! Ah! Damn it! If I going like that, I'll have nothing to show for it.
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this. Alright, let's run. We'll see Iris first, because we need some help.
Iris is on the platform. Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, pet, A said.
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris. Iris is on the platform. This is an ice cold one.
Just throw it.
Yeah.
Doing. And
No
it
good,
didn't
huh?
wake her up.
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
And he needs a little more motivation.
Alright, okay, I think we got it. Now.
The ice on the floor is slick.
As you can see, the time that it takes to just do any one of these will take me like a lot out of my time. Which is why I need to do those things. Now I need to do lie down. I think lie down? Yep.
Cowabunga! Did my body temperature melt the ice?
Cowabunga! But it's Aiba.
Aiba
said that.
How hot are you?
Those who don't fight won't survive. Ah! Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all!
Cowabunga!
Tessa, may the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
To be honest, I'm not sure which one we're dealing with. Oh, is this to my right? Should be this one, I guess.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening?
Oh yeah, if I was like physically hot, it would absolutely hurt Date's eye socket.
That's right.
What is this?
We're out of options! Tessa!
This is so pathetic. That's so pathetic.
If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, you will get me. That's just destiny. No! I will fight destiny! And
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
A forklift. What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
God. Aiba so cool.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
Aiba is forklift certified.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
He's so pathetic. Oh.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
There was supposed to be something here. Run to the wall behind Aiba and take a right. Frozen forklift is here. I don't know, man. I guess I'm wasting time if I keep doing this. But it's like I was supposed to find something here, but I'm not finding anything, so it's okay. I'm looking! Okay, don't mind me. We still have time. I like to think we still have time. But if we don't, then, you know, I'll give up. Because I wanted to 100% this run, okay? Oh well. Alright. Fine.
Ota is still down. Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul!
He.
There!
That's his mom's knife, by the way. We can all fight Ota. All of us are gonna fight Ota. He deserves to be on like a struggle account. Day 4, Monday, Jikai.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki Man chocolate.
the same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And? Mom never liked Tessa, so maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris, because...
I thought the game glitched for a second.
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier.
Oh no, Nemo, that's a mood. Wait for 1 second, just 1 second, because who wouldn't like if their mom was accused of killing, right?
This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, well, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
Thing is, she has dementia that will throw a wrench into things, and she is so overly protective of Ota. As you can see, she just admitted or confessed that she did it. She did everything. But I honestly don't think.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes.
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
And now that we're here, it seems like we're gonna get this ending tonight. So, yay. 3 parts and finally one ending.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
So Boss used to be an actress.
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Okay, Nemo, understood.
Because I just hated her so much.
On the other hand, I did consider, what if I applied Boss in Somnium Verso? How would that go for you?
Killing her wasn't enough. Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all. I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing. Well...
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
Yes! I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home.
She has the instincts of a
I
killer.
wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them. Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate.
Aye.
That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
She really is doing this just for Ota.
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Debaucherous and degenerate.
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota...
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Dot, sync with her.
Sync with her.
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well...
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
That's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner.
If you were working with boss, like, as her employee, boy, I would hate her.
We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I let boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
So, I know the answer is obvious, but I just want to pick something just to see what the response is.
This is bad. His condition is worsening. Perhaps we need to increase the dose. Or reduce it?
I can hear you muttering, you know. It's Ota.
It has to be.
You want to say it's worth it, Nemo? You're probably getting it also working for her, but it's fucking worth it? Is that what you want to say?
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
I don't know. Why would he hurt Iris at all?
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
And yesterday's Somnium. Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves. In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory. Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
Matsushita Diner.
Ota? Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
Because she said she did it.
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Of course I am. That's my mom. What son wouldn't be worried about his mom? When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right?
Yep.
People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good.
So if you ever feel like you're wasting your mom's or your parents' money, just know at least you're not simping for someone and spending it on Idol concert tickets.
But we were drowning in debt.
While also like being really shitty to your parents.
And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad
died.
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you.
You know, personally, even
Do
if
what makes you happy.
even if I was friends with an editor, I would not say that so confidently.
You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Yeah, how do you guess?
Yeah, it is. It is really.
It was really just a few texts back and forth.
I'd say like while Ota's route is super like outside or rather like detached from the entire solution of the story, I still feel like it has something to take away from.
But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer.
But also, Nemo, just don't worry. I am pretty sure that there's at least one person out there who is like this, and I hate them with my entire being.
I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me. Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Yeah.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Ota turned the photo frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit. But I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
I'm coming in with full intention to complete this route tonight, okay? So if you guys ever feel like you need to go, just let me know. Go ahead.
Weren't you going to check the warehouse?
But I'm hoping to get it done now, tonight. So if you leave, you'll just come back to this and you'll see the ending.
I was, but a thought occurred to me. Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities, either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course! A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the end system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
Lemniscate, Tuesday, 1:36 p.m.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Huh? I can't hear you. Oh, you asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated. I told you. I am reptilian.
But you were just joking, right?
No, I'm serious. I only eat vegetables.
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
Oh, so I was there. Okay, I got it now. Alright.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
So...
Don't.
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
the way Nemo would go like twirls my hair at boss, and then Misa just twirls my hair. Oh my god, receptionist, I'm vegetarian too. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, sorry, I just needed to like voice act y'all's weird ass behavior.
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
Kawagoe.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular. I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout. About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
That's our next stop.
Let's...
Dun, dun, dun.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right.
An expensive looking table in the middle of the room. Chair. There's a cushion on top of the chair. Wall scroll. Hanging scroll. Yeah, okay, we'll just address the elephant in the room.
There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
Okay guys, get ready. You might not like this.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it. Sojima?
So's body cut into pieces. Fragments of the broken vase. So's head.
That is the head of So Sojima.
The left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sojima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, yet their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
So I gotta to catch you up, we found out that the taxi driver drove Mayumi to the warehouses, right? But she followed the van. So when on the way between from the 8th to the warehouse, the van stopped by at Sojima's house, and Date and Aiba decided to go to Sojima's house, and then we got here, found out there's no living thing here because So's body was in this vase, cut into pieces.
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sojima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sojima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No. There's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah. We're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Yeah, syncing with Mayumi time. So yeah, So's a victim. So's a victim.
Date, a large-scale investigation
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's begin.
What's this? But it only went well. What's this?
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan! Activate!
Mental lock 1. Mental lock 2. Mental lock 3. Mental lock 4. Mental lock 5. Find Mayumi's lost memories. Reproduce Mayumi's past actions to invoke her lost memories.
A wall clock. The hands have stopped. A calendar. The calendar reads 2 months ago. The sliding door at the entrance. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
I'm home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But...
I'm fine.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Okay, get ready for my favorite reaction image from this game.
Oh?
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger. My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
And the music hurts too. Heard about Mr. Matsushita's death.
The diner has changed again. However...
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
If this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood. A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Congratulations, Ota.
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son!
That's a
Congratulations!
huge confetti.
Hooray!
Popper.
Congrats!
Hooray! Hooray!
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A bucket.
No. After the cake, inspect the envelope.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay, we'll work harder for Ota's dream.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so? A bucket.
Go to the right side of the table closest to the Odoroki man. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's what I was trying to get. Odoroki man sticker.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoroki man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Odoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota! Come back! Ota! Ota? Takaro, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I'm sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me.
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma...
I know it's risky, but we're here.
What are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But...
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
Is that your intuition?
It is.
You have
A
3
wall
minutes,
clock.
Date.
Ota, sweetie. Mom!
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this. Oh.
Yeah, we are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Even with dementia, she still remembers this specific memory. So yeah, she never forgot. Day 5, Tuesday, Shokuzai. Central Hospital.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Famisto parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away, so she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Odoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey. I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Odoroki Man!
Oh. Sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon.
Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid!
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom, hmm?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Of course she did.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mayumi deserves the world.
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota, so she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend? Is that right? I hope you two get along.
Mom. I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiancé.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
And the credits roll. Yeah, the first two routes are a bit more wholesome, I guess, in that sense. Ota and Mizuki's route are like they have the same similar themes, so good. We are gonna look forward to Mizuki's route next, but for now, there's still a scene apparently after the credits. There's one short scene.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor. Why are you gonna explode?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes, after Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Didn't we watch this already?
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
You witch!
The knife.
You stay away from my boy!
Iris took it? That is what happened when she got close. So Iris just took the knife.
What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
That is how the knife was at the scene. But
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Fumista parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter.
Guess what it is?
Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko's.
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Yep, Shoko Nadami's eyeball. Shoko's eyeball. So Renju ate it. Renju ate Shoko Nadami's eyeball. Or maybe he was force-fed the eyeball, who knows? So yes, we got one ending down. What are we gonna do the next one? In the next one, we'll go back to the to Ota's Somnium and go the other branch so that we can go through Mizuki's route. Wow! How do I escape? Let's see. Hold up. There's still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Date's past. The story's branching points are insomnia. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in insomnia. It may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find new way forward. Yep. And the next one will go here. We'll go this one. And then I think for funsies, for the third one, we'll go back to this one. We'll go back to this one. We will be locked at one point, but it will be such a fun cliffhanger to keep at, so that we'll have the motivation to continue here. You guys okay with that? You guys okay with that? Because you said you are passengers here. Wait, does this mean that theoretically in other routes we don't get this cathartic moment between Ota and his mom? Yes. Unfortunately, yes. That does mean that we do not get this cathartic moment between Ota and his mom. Because again, I am just going to remind you, each route is more focused on each character that it corresponds to. Like the next one we're gonna go is Mizuki. So it will be a more I guess a more fulfilling route with Mizuki involved. And then this third one will be Iris's. But we are going to go this green route first before we go into Iris's. This green route is a bit more of just a very big question mark. And I think it would be a very fun question mark to put in this stream. Because what I did with him was I did with Mizuki's first. I went here. And then after that I went back here. Did Ota's as the second one. Because I figured it would be a short one. Ota will not remain a stinker. Ota will still be very much a simp, but his assholery will not be as obvious in the other routes. And he will have a better role in some other routes. Like I think Iris's route, he's okay. He's okay. And then there will be a point where it branches from Iris's route into the real route, into the complete route. So that's why I want to get this one out first. After the end, will you tell us which one corresponds to the sequel? Yeah, sure. Of course. But know that only one of them is considered as a true route. However, I am inclined to think that the closest to the route that we are seeing in the second game is Mizuki's route. I think, but I could be wrong. I don't know, because the second game does ask you if you want to be spoiled on the first game or not. So I think there's a reason why like some things might be retcon or things like that. You will see in the true end, you will find out why I say so. But for now, thank you so much for sitting through this. It's been 3 hours. That feels really long because, oh my god, it's such a long game. Iris's route will be even longer because there's a lot of conspiracy theories going on in here. And it's gonna be so annoying. It is going to be mandatory for us to click on almost every dialogue option. I hate that for me. But I guess it will be worth it because it explains like some of the like sub-themes in this story. And again, however, Nemo, I will let you know that boss's role will shine in this one. However, it will only shine after we get that cliffhanger unlocked. But you will be left with questions, and I like that for you. I want you to ask questions. Yeah, wait, escape and save data will be lost. Yeah, bye. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate this. Also, there will be a bit of like problems with me arranging my time in the future because apparently I might be required to move back, and I'm gonna need to like start packing and moving my stuff back to the other house and that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, I'm also still looking for a job because I got a lot of things to pay for. Then I just forgot that I do have a lot of things to pay for. So if you guys could, feel free to like donate however you can to my coffee. If not, just wait for the new Joe art. I will be putting it under membership, but if you don't want to be a member to my coffee, I will be putting it up in the shop as well. So once again, thank you for joining. Give me ideas for illustrations that I could just like put in my coffee shop that you guys might want to look at, stuff like that. Yeah, so keep on keeping on. I'm so glad to be doing this. I really want to just go into this dance option, but it's spoilery, so I don't want to get in there. I had fun. Thank you. Thank you all.